And welcome back to the channel, guys. Josh Helm here, Texas Best Construction. We're here to show you guys a finished tour of our Shell-Only Barndominium that we've been building out here in Terrell, Texas. This is a 2-story barndominium. We've got 3,100 square foot of living space, 1,500 square foot of shop, closer to 1,600 actually, and then around 1,000 square foot of covered porch space. We've got all gray colored panels on the roof as well as the trim. It's a dark charcoal color. I love the stone accent as well that was added for the fireplace. This is a stacked stone and that turned out really great. So we're gonna show you guys the interior and we're gonna talk a little bit about what is a Shell-Only, what's included, what's not. Hope you guys stay tuned for the rest of this video. Let's get it going. So this is our interior portion of the build for the living quarters. Now for a Shell-Only, basically what's included for that is all of our exterior finishes like our metal panels as well as door installations, windows. Here we have an Elevate window that we're using, which is black on the outside, white on the inside. We did have to have some special order windows on this project, which these are some of those custom sizes. So anything on the exterior, we usually budget that in, like your stone that we did on the outside of this chimney stack for the fireplace. That out there is all finished. So all they got to do is come in and do interior finishes now. On this particular build, because of the weight on some of the windows, it delayed us finishing some of the exterior portion, meaning that the client was able to go ahead and move forward with some of their trades and things like that here on the interior. So you're gonna see some things in this build, such as spray foam, electrical rough-in, HVAC rough-in, plumbing rough-in. The floors have been stained and now they've got these covered. All of these things have been done to this point, are not included necessarily in a Shell-Only with us. Our portion is all the framing on the outside as well as the interior framing, which you're seeing here. And we're gonna kind of show you guys a layout here. So this is our main great room, which is very large. Overall, I've got about 2,000 square foot of living square footage downstairs. This is technically the front side of the house with this big, large porch, but it's facing the back, which is a beautiful pond that they've had built on this side, and they've got another pond here on the other side of the shop area. We'll go back out here and show you this big grand porch here in a minute. Here, this is a kitchen space which sets up under this loft. So I like this whenever, you know, some of these designs, there is a little bit lower ceiling for the kitchen because it really kind of makes it have a warmer feel to it, and you don't have the same large ceiling height that you would in maybe a full vault. This one is really, really tall. The kitchen wall will be back here. You can see where the insulation has stopped. That means that all this becomes, the air barrier is completed and you've got this insulated closet space right off the shop on the other side. So no real wasted space. This will make great for this kitchen. You also have the natural light. As you come down from the stairs, you can go straight out these doors onto that front porch. Moving over to here, we've got an entryway. Oh, don't let me forget, this is the pantry. So this is a big, large walk-in pantry, which is kind of similar to maybe our Whitney farm style build that we did. And then we have an entryway coming into this primary bedroom, which is very large. And you can start to see why we might have had some delays here for a big open window like this. This is a huge mold together window and we had to wait quite a bit to get this in. I don't know why, but this was a big wait to get this. That's something to keep in mind when you're doing a build, is to strike early on ordering windows. Usually we're able to get them pretty good, but when you have custom sizes, it does take a little bit extra time. So moving on through this design, we have a very large walk-in closet. There's like a hallway, which is kind of cool, leading to the master bathroom, but this is one huge closet. I mean, what can you do with a space like this? As we head out of that, this is the master bathroom. It is kind of nice when they have all the plumbing stuff already done, because you can kind of easily tell there's going to be 2 sinks vanity right here with a very large cabinet space. They're going to have bar lights or possibly even like one of those mirrored deals here because they've got the wiring ran for it. And then we have a tub that's gonna go here, and then a huge walk-in shower back here on this wall. Back over here, you have a private toilet area with natural light, and then another linen closet back here. Lots of space on this whole master suite. I really like this layout. I think there's a lot to it. This will be, it looks like zoned because they got an air conditioning thermostat that's gonna go there, and another one that's going here. Those are just some things that you can tell when you're seeing some of the mechanicals that went into place. Before we go upstairs, this is another sort of passageway. Imagine this is the back of the house, because it technically is, and your laundry room's back here. I've got another like coat closet here, and then this leads out to a big, huge shop. So we'll show you guys that here in a minute. 1,500, closer to 1,600 square foot shop. So we've got another toilet right there. Washer and dryer goes here. This could even be like a little mud bench area, which this leads out to their horse barn that they've got out there. So I'm imagining that that's how this is designed for them to work. And we'll go upstairs, show you guys the layout up there. Okay, coming up the stairs, one thing I'll point out to you guys, you'll notice that we did an open web truss here on this build. We do that a lot of times when we need the versatility or maneuverability interstitially to get your duct work and stuff through there. So that gives you the ultimate amount of options for that. But you can see they got some temporary railing here that we put for them. This could be a nice little reading area. This could be a game room, pool table, another TV watching area, or something, kind of a private sitting, whatever you could imagine. But that's the advantage of having a loft like this. But the beautiful thing is the lookout here, because you got all the natural light, all these windows that pan across the whole room. It really gives you a feeling that you're out here in countryside, because you can look out and really get a view of the pond and all the trees and everything that's out here. Moving through here, we've got 2 bedrooms, or whatever you want to call them. Here, this is a pretty good size room itself. We've got 9-foot ceilings up here, and then a walk-in closet, an additional closet. You can see how some of this was framed out to allow them additional space for their ducts for the air conditioning. And then they're gonna have some pocket doors going into this standard bathroom. You'll have a vanity, toilet, and a tub shower combo right here. They got some work to do to get this one finished, obviously, but it's coming along. They're pretty much ready for a lot of the additional trades. So we got a closet right here off of this hallway, which I guess this would serve as a walk-in closet. So this room really, I'm imagining, could be anything, but it could be one very large, either second master, but you got a bathroom there, a smaller closet there. I would feel like this would either make a good media room or additional living room up here. One thing you can take note of here is, because of the spans across here, you got to have a little bit bigger ceiling joist for this space. But ultimately, I believe this was done this way so they could have maybe a little bit more storage too up there, because we've got a 2x12 joist there, and you could make this a little bit more storage up there if you wanted to. So you got options, but mainly it's the span. The span is what's going to determine the sizes of what you need on a space like this. So we're going to head down and show you the shop area. So before we head to the shop, this is a little back porch here right off the laundry room. You can see kind of that master bedroom, where all these large windows are. So this is more like the backyard. And we can walk around, actually. We'll just go this way. This is where their main power is going to come in, and you can get a feel for how all this is going to work. But coming to the shop, we got some very large openings for doors. And there you go. Huge shop. They've already spray foamed in here, and I believe they painted the foam as well. So there's a door that accesses the front porch over there. And then this is our air barrier here for the living space between where that closet was, the stairs and all that goes up into the kitchen. So, and it opens back up into our laundry room here. So I want you guys to understand how the flow of this works, but I did kind of mess that up because I came out the other way. You also have another door here which goes into an insulated room for the under the stair or design. And then we have this place where the water heater will go, and it'll be an additional storage closet right here. We treated this as kind of like just an extra room, although they did do their air sealing here. Instead of like bringing our air barrier out here, making this where it needed to be additional insulated, we just went ahead and completed that whole wall with the zip system. As you can see back here in the back, we got the zip system that runs continuously, and then we framed this out separately. There will be a little shop sink over here that goes right there, and one big shop. This is just huge. There's really a lot you can do with this space. This was a little bit different design. If you look up here, you can see how we had to frame this. It's a little bit different than the norm because you got this roof design that's exposed, and you got a changing roof slope as well, but that's a little bit different than what you normally see for a steel frame. But this, like I said, this was a little bit different designer that we had not worked with before. But we do have another project actually that is similar design. So now coming off here is the front porch. So one big, huge front porch. And you can see this is all of our standard work here with covered soffits and your standard panels here, all the beautiful windows. But guys, this is one large porch here. This is a lot of space. I believe this is probably like a, I don't know, 12 to 14 foot, somewhere in that range, all the way down, which runs the full length of the build. So we got a lot of territory, and it looks out over this beautiful pond. This is the dream right here, having this big old porch, as you can imagine. This is our Shell-Only tour for the Terrell project. So hope you guys have enjoyed walking through this build. And if you're interested in building with Texas Best, you can get a quote at barndoquote.com, and there's an option to pick a shell on there. So if any of our builds you're wanting to build a shell of it, you could do that. Or we can do a turnkey if you're in our build radius. So for more information, check it out at texasbestbarndo.com. We've got a lot of resources there that you can download, pre-planning strategies, all the stuff, so you can get your budget aligned for building. We'd love to be a part of your project if you're interested. This one here is ready to move forward. So potentially, our client here is an interior designer, and so potentially we'll be able to come back when this is all said and done, maybe introduce her to you guys and be able to showcase this project for them as well. So we're looking forward to maybe a final finish tour of this build. Let us know in the comments below if you'd be interested in that. Thank you guys for following along. We got a lot more builds to come. We got a lot more updates to come as well on future projects. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching. Texas Best.